Welcome to RaiKutlu.com. In this video, we'll discuss about a very interesting automation in Jira. When we are talking about attachments, user story, epics, when we have complete thing available within a project, that project is definitely having lots of data or attachments within the user story or within the issue types. If we want to remove any of the issue types, definitely we have to go one by one and delete it. Generally, this is a very tedious task. If you want to remove this attachment at the end of issue status whenever it's done, then probably automation rule, Jira automation rule help us to do it quickly. Rather than going one by one, we can do it with the automation rule. Let's say if we have issue types and organizations want it, once the issue type transition will be from to do to done, we can remove all those attachments so that we can see some space or maybe some other requirements where it is required transitions from to do to done, then they want to remove the attachments from the issue types, then this automation rules helps them to do it quickly. So if you want to understand and make it within your environment, then probably you have to watch this complete video where you'll get to learn how we can do it practically. I will show you here with practical example. Now, if you can see here in Jira instance, we have few automation rules created. If you want to create a new automation rule, probably you have to click on create rule. Let's understand our use case again. If company wants to remove attachments once the issue type moves from to done status, then probably this rule will help us to do it quickly. Let's say they have the backlog of more than 3,000, 4,000 issue types where they want to remove these attachments, then probably this will be a very important for them. Now, I just wanted to select issue transition. So whenever the transitions or it will change from one state to the other, then we can apply this rule. Now, let's say initial status will be to do and finally we want to keep it to done. Now here I've saved it. Let's add one conditions. Here I'm adding if conditions where if the conditions will be attachments which exist, then this rule will be triggered. I will click on save and finally I need to add new actions. Within the actions, we will select delete attachments. In the delete attachments, either we have to provide all those attachments matches or do not matches. So if whatever conditions or regular expressions we are adding, if that conditions will met, then only this rule will delete the attachment. Let's consider we want to remove all the Excel files which is attached with this issue type. Then how we can write the regular expressions? There is a detailed guide for the regular expressions. You will find it out or you can Google it, but I will show you for this example how we can create it. First, to add the regular expression, I am adding here round bracket. Here I have to just add dot. So dot is generally whatever files we are saving. Let me show you this file properties. So here the file name is text Excel, but the Excel extension is always starting with dot and then finally the extension name. So here we have XLSX. Now, if I want to remove with Excel extensions, then we can use it. I'm not providing any name because here, if we are providing a particular name, what happened? It will delete the file off with that name. But we want to keep it generic so that whenever this condition will met, it will delete the file from here. Now to add this, I have to add plus and then backward slash and finally I will add dot xlsx and then finally close this round bracket. Click on save and once we'll save, it will ask us to enter the name. So here I will add this automation rule name as delete attachment and then turn it on. So before proceeding, turn it on. I will also help you how we can make it for other file. Let's say if other file extension name is dot, then dot instead of dot xlsx, we can add dot doc. If we have PDF file, then finally at the end we can add .pdf. If we have video which is having or which is consuming lot of space, where we can add the format of the video. Let's say we have .mp4, we have mp3. These are the files which we can remove it from our issue types, so that we can save lot of space once the issue will be in done status. H2.com, we can also select closed, something like that, where we don't have to store this information from our server. And generally for performing this, you need to have administrator permission as well as, or not as well as, I can see, or we need to have senior level permission, right? So this is a very important part, where unless and until you're not having proper permissions, you won't be able to delete it. Now I will turn it on and I will give you not this one, global automation rule. Within the global automation rule, you will see this is listed there. Now you can see this is enabled. Let's create one user story which contains that Excel attachments. So here, let me add automation. I'm just adding summary automation rule test as delete attachment. And here I will attach the Excel file which we are looking into it. Click on create and now you will see this is created. Let's go to the issue. We have this attachment available. Now you can see this attachment is added here. So what I will do, I will move from to do to done status. So before proceeding with the final executions, let's see when I will move from to do to in progress, what happens. Now I change the status, even though once will refresh, the automation rule will not execute because it's not met the condition. That's why we have added if conditions. After that, let's say we want to make it to final execution, where we want to see this Excel will be removed. I'm just adding done status, and within a fraction of a second, you will see this attachment will be removed. So for that, we have to refresh the page. The rule is not executed. Might be we have some problem. Let me see. Automation rule, delete attachment 2. Here we have this. It's not working. Sure. Yeah, we have not saved it, and let's publish this. Maybe we'll go to this issue. From there, we can see status. Now let me move it back to do, and after that, I will move it to done. This is done, and you can see this automation rule is submitted successfully or completed successfully. So where we cannot see any attachment in place because we have created the rule and saved it, but we did not publish it. That's the reason we won't be able to see the proper result, because it was showing some warning. That's the reason we have not enabled it. And now you can say this rule has executed successfully, where this attachment will be removed permanently. So this is how we can create a rule within a Jira, where whenever any transactions will happen, we can delete any attachments which will save time for the team who is working in Agile or any methodologies, as well as this will help us to save the space as well. So that's all from this video. Hope you enjoyed the content. If you think so this will be useful, don't forget to share within your circle. Thank you for watching.